It's your boy Kapeash,
This is JohnK.
and this is the Downpour.
We got a guest here with us today, Chris.
Special guest today, my boy Jerid, my brother from another mother that I've known forever, is in the building on the Downpour. We appreciate you, Jerid, for pulling up. Like usual, we got to do the toast.
Time for the Downpour.
Time for the Downpour.
Right on.
Salud, salud. Yesterday
Cheers,
was Cinco de
cheers.
Mayo. Cheers, guys.
Damn, that's fire, bro. Woo!
I know, right? How was that?
That was hot right there.
Woo.
Spicy.
That was probably the best shot we've done out of the 6 episodes.
Oh, yeah,
that was the best shot. That was smooth. That tequila, Don Julio. Appreciate you. That was really good. All right. Well, let's get right into it. Jerid Yaw, Red, a.k.a. Upwards, a.k.a. LetsMindTravel,
Yeah.
a.k.a. What else? What else we got? Any other a.k.a.s we're missing?
No.
That's it,
I
huh?
feel like I maybe need another one, but that's all I got right now. You know,
You might need
Hey,
one.
cool guy with glasses.
Cool guy.
Oh, I forgot about that
that's
one.
an
forget that
OG
one.
one right
That
there.
was an OG.
That's
Yeah.
how long we've known him. Right?
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
That's a retired alias, but it is in the repertoire.
I forgot about that. Cool guy.
Me too.
Glasses, dude.
JohnK, dude.
Legendary for okay. that's
Mega
good.
memory, dude.
Dude, for
Hell
real,
yeah.
for real. Dude, so he got vlogs going. He got all kinds of videos going. You're editing, like you're working
Yeah.
on music. Like what? Let's get right into it. Like, what are you doing right now? What's
What's your main focus?
Right now, my main focus that I'm really putting my energy towards has been filming and editing.
Dope.
You know, me and my wife Sandy, we got the vlog channel that's under her name of Sandy Yaw.
I seen that.
So I film all that, I edit all that. I've also been getting into music videos. I actually, as of right now, am working on my first full music video. You know,
Dope.
I've done editing before and had someone else shoot it,
Right.
but I'm working with a buddy named Bone, and I shot the video, directed it, all that good
Shout
stuff.
Bone.
Yeah. Mine is the Thugs in Harmony, but yeah, Bone,
Mine is
dude.
yeah.
But
Good shit.
yeah, so I'm trying to get more in the creative lane right now with what I'm doing, right? But I also do my brother's podcast,
Right.
and then I work with a company actually based here in Long Beach called Clone Guy.
Dope.
We sell
Shout
the
out
cannabis,
Clone Guys.
yeah. Shout out Clone Guy, but we sell cannabis plants into dispensaries, allow people to grow their own,
amazing.
empower the people, you
Right.
know? So
Right.
yeah,
Good shit, Klein. You everywhere with the Clone Guy stuff.
yeah. I
How's
think
that? Busy?
I think as of last year or this year, we're seasonal. So we operate from
Okay.
January to July. I think we're in like 170 shops
That's huge.
throughout the state. We're only able to operate in California, but pretty much throughout the whole state. All the dopest shops got the clones in them, you know?
Dope, brother.
Yeah.
So your name for your channel, the Let's Mind Travel, where did that come from?
You know, like I just was looking, you know, on YouTube it's hard. You know, it's like thinking of a name for anything these days. Everything's been taken.
Yeah.
Right.
But I just used the time travel and then like used it as mind travel because all the videos at the time had a lot to do with conspiracies, kind of diving deeper into
We love
topics.
conspiracies.
And I think when you're working your mind in that way, it's like traveling, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's you can sit in one spot, close your eyes, and be anywhere through
That's
thought.
it.
So
I like
YouTube
that.
can take you to any time. You know?
I like that. And then
Through the
also
rabbit holes.
LetsMindTravel.com. You have a bunch of stuff on there too. I seen you got like you got some slip-ons, you got some fanny
Yeah.
packs, you got phone charger or phone cases. What else you got on there? You got a few things.
I think there's a couple of hoodies.
Artwork.
Yeah,
Hoodies.
my buddy Lowbrow Creations, he did a design for me, you know, so we got that on a couple of the merch products. And then I also do art, not you know, anything all the time that I do like you know, but as a hobby, I'll
When
do
you're
art.
feeling it.
So I had one piece that was all about colorways that I did, colorways and angles, and I put that onto some different items like you were talking about. And so it's the colors collection.
Right.
You know, I feel dumb for not wearing it. Now, dude,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
know. We got to rock that. Look at this stuff on there, guys. Like
that's
for anybody
sick.
watching this show, this is super dope. He has a bunch
Yeah.
of exclusive stuff on there. Like these pieces are sick. Jerid Yaw. Look at that. That is sick. I like that
Wow.
design. Oh yeah, that's a must cop. Ooh, and
Oh,
Let's
damn,
Mind
it's
Travel.
right there,
It
dude.
is. Yeah, no.
But yeah, so that picture to the left is just called colors, and if you look at it, I just combined my favorite color combinations throughout the whole piece.
Dope.
And then with the website I use, you could just inlay that on whatever product you want. So I put it on anything they had, man. Why
That
not?
is dope. I like that Let's Mind Travel one.
Yeah, and then that's the logo right there that my boy Lowbrow Creations did. And then on the sleeves going down, it's another art piece where,
Okay.
you know, it got like mushrooms. It got a picture of my brother, but all in artistic abstract.
Shout out your brother.
ways.
Shout out Shane, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Shane.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's it right there.
And then what about? I remember a long time ago we had an art show, art gallery. We did a show together, and
Yeah.
there was you had your artwork there too.
Yeah, that was shout out to the Hyphenate. It was
Yep,
it was
Sean Hyphenate.
he was throwing an album release party and
That's
he needed
right.
kind of help facilitating it.
Right.
So I helped him throw it, and the only caveat was I was going to have my own art show there.
That's sick.
You know, and I was able to show it to a lot of people. Unfortunately, nobody. I think it's just so abstract. You know, it takes the right crowd to be interested. And I thought I invited enough family to cop a couple sales, but you know, I had some prints. So I have the originals, and then I have prints of them. So my idea was, I printed them in like sets of 50, series 1, because I watch shows like Pawn Stars and stuff, and I feel like it's always about the provenance, you know. So all my pieces come in a manila envelope that are signed and numbered with the sheet, the authenticity sheet. So I was taking it pretty seriously. You're reminding me of things I need to get back on, bro. You know, I need to get back on these things
too. And I just
don't
do too much art anymore, but we got to spend time to do it, bro. For real.
Yeah, but yeah, even like if people order off of the website, what I do is I'll include an original piece because I got stacks of them. You know, I'll just sit.
Sick.
Some of these pieces take me days or weeks to do, so I try to include one, write a little note. So, so yeah, if you cop something off the website,
Thank you for your purchase.
yeah, you know, thank you for your purchase. Here's an exclusive art piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's doing that right now? So
1 out of 50. That's dope.
yeah,
bro.
one of one, dude.
One of
one.
Like,
Yeah, they're
one of
most-
one. That's super exclusive.
Yeah. Maybe I'll throw in a CD, dude. You never know.
Dude, right? And then speaking of CDs, 2009, has it been since 2009 since your first album drop, I Am Music, right?
Yeah, I Am
Upwards.
Music, 2009.
And
Shout
who
out.
did the artwork?
That was actually a tattoo artist that was over by my house in Sherman Oaks at the time.
Okay.
And I just had the idea for a record being rotated with a match as the needle because it's like you spin this record and if fire ignites, it's fire. You know what I mean? Whatever you would say.
Right.
But that's an amazing art piece. So I just wanted the whole CD experience to be dope.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted someone back in the day. I remember we used to go to Tower Records, and you might cop a CD just off of the art.
Yeah.
Like, man,
that's a fact.
I need to
That's a
see
fact.
what else this mind created.
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's
So,
true.
I'm big into art. And then, I put out another album, the DNA mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
It was just all raw. Like, I would go to someone's pad. They would play me a beat. We'd record it on the spot. And so that album is just 10 songs of stuff I did on the spot with people at their crib, you know? So, because, you know, we got underground roots, man.
Right. No,
We need
that's
more
true.
cameos, man. We were in The Reason. Remember The Reason back in the day?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
man,
Back
dude,
on
we
your-
were. I was beatboxing in his music video. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Upwards, Reason.
That was
Yeah, we had JD Witherspoon in it. He was the rapper that was going against the other guy, and he's doing big things in comedy now. So,
That's big.
I mean, it's cool, man. You guys are taking me down memory lane
Yeah,
here. Man. I
bro.
forgot that existed.
And you worked with that other guy that recently he passed away. I think last year. The guy from Friday. What's his name? The guy from
So that's
the dad.
JD's father. Yeah. So JD Witherspoon was
I didn't
John
even know that.
Witherspoon's son. So
Wow.
yeah, Pops from Friday passed away, and then, but I was fortunate enough to do a bunch of cool stuff with people like Tony Cavallero. I don't know if you guys watched. He's on the one about like evangelist, the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, like
With
he's
the
on.
guy from Workaholics.
Yeah, yeah.
Adam.
He's
Yeah.
he's in there. You know, we did a
John
video.
Goodman.
And called Dudes Doing Dudes, where remember when people were getting iced with smearing off ice? We did it with Mountain Dew, and it was like, you got dude, you know?
That's
So-
hilarious.
But yeah, looking back sometimes, I will go through the YouTube channel. I just feel blessed all the rad people I was able to work with. And it's dope, you know, you guys being in the video and
Right.
all these other people that have gone on to do rad things. So it's dope,
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
I think that's one of the first places I met him was you guys were doing a show together. I forgot where that venue was. What was that venue?
We've done so many
Back in the
shows.
day, I forgot.
God,
Started
was
with
that
a
in
K.
Cudahy? Was
Corey's, dude.
Yeah,
Corey's.
Corey's.
Yeah, I
That
had
was-
I had some
that-
shows at Corey's, which is now Ballast Point in Long Beach.
Okay, I haven't been there probably since then, and that was actually the first show I ever
Me either.
did.
I haven't been back.
I had 2 songs, no, maybe 3 songs recorded, and me and my boy were like, yo, we don't know how to get booked on a show. So let's just, I remember Corey's because people would throw events there, and I was like,
Right.
let's just rent the place out, and
Yeah.
we lost our asses on it, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it's such a great time, man.
It was.
a great
It was
show.
fun.
And it was-
Speaking of
yeah.
songs, dude, our first song recorded by DJ Impact. You remember that one?
What's up with that bong rip, bro?
What's up with that bong rip? We were around a lot of rappers for a long time before we even got in the studio, and like we were just messing around, like basically, you know what I mean? Like it was LaRue and Palm Street Thugs, or what is it? Palm Street Productions,
The silent type?
yeah.
Was
like,
it that?
Dude, it was like Quicksand and LaRue. Who else was a rapper then?
Be Damned?
Be Damned, and all those guys. So we just got in the studio. We're just already in the studio, just hanging out. And then he had us. I think he produced the beat, and then we just thought of, what's up with the bong rip? You know, like that was a smash. That was a hit.
A little Kush will inspire minds. You know what I mean? But I actually reached out to him like 4 or 5 years ago and asked him if he had that track.
Yeah.
And he let me know that LaRue had the hard drives with everything on it.
Wow.
And I actually ran into LaRue maybe like 5, 6 years ago.
Really?
And yeah, he's like, "Who are you?" I was like, "Never mind, you know what I mean?"
God, yeah.
But you know,
Shout out LaRue. I just
shout out
talked to
LaRue,
him
man.
actually like a few days, like last week, about 5 days ago. I didn't link up with him, but I was at Morongo. I was like, "Hey, I'm out by you," you know. He's like, "Oh, next time you come out." You know?
Oh yeah,
But yeah, LaRue. He was a fast rapper. Bone Thugs was his, favorite group. And
yeah, dude.
he was the fastest rapper.
I remember he had a song about elephants or something, dude. Like that's what I remember about it, you know. But yeah, all those dudes were dope, man.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I got into it because we used to go to parties back in the day,
Right.
and people would rap battle, and I would just rap battle people.
Dude, this guy, whoever's watching the show, this guy was rap battling, just a beast on the mic. If you hear his music, he's a beast, especially with freestyling. Red was like, he was sick.
fun.
And I'm not saying that. It's like, by the way, it's my best friend growing up in middle school and stuff. But this guy was insane on the mic, like still is. But I'm saying,
Appreciate that, dude.
his freestyling was, ridiculous.
I remember we would make people mad at parties, dude.
He
You
was
know,
clowning. He was clowning. For real.
they're like, "Damn, this fat redhead guy, dude. What's he doing here?"
He was crushing the game.
And I think it's crazy to think how far we go back, dude, because I remember your mom used to drop you off at the crib.
Right.
This was like when Hanson Mbop came out, dude. You know, like the early 90s.
Bop. Yeah.
And then me and you would skateboard to school.
Yes.
And then your sister Jeannie and my brother Shane would ride bikes to school.
Right.
And then we'd come home and then we'd stop by Golden Surf and Sport.
Yeah, Gold Coast.
Gold Coast Surf and Sport, dude.
Dude,
And
yes.
fun times.
Yeah. He lived so I think I still lived in Artesia at the time.
I believe so.
And then I eventually moved to Lakewood after, you know. So like right when I got to high school, moved to Lakewood. But yeah, we used to skate all the time. Like he had a 2-story house. We go down the little, hill down the street, skate on the street, like everybody, dude. That was fun. I remember actually MTV being on, and then that Biggie, P. Diddy song, speaking of P. Diddy, that Biggie song that was off the chain though, that Hypnotize, where they're in the yacht or the boat, and they're like a high speed chase and all that. That video was coming.
Why were they running, bro? You know what I mean? Why was Diddy running? But I remember that song being big. Offspring, Self Esteem was the other one, and then Bop. That's why I brought it up.
I remember Mbop was like a super hit. We're like, we thought it was a girl.
Like the drummers kind of fly, bro. You know what I mean?
It did look like a girl. We didn't know what it was, but it was a hit, it was a hit.
I actually recently saw on Instagram or something, they're still playing music and they're doing it acoustic. Bro, you listen to that song now, and it's pretty deep, I don't know if they wrote it or whatever, but that song is
Three brothers.
If you listen to it later in life, it's pretty relevant.
Yeah,
so shout out to Hanson.
Yeah, that's a trip. Wow, shout Hanson.
You know who made a good comeback recently? Sum 41 with that Landmine song. That, like from back in the day, they didn't have like any good songs for like ever, and then Landmines came out, and it like blew up. It's like one of the top songs right now.
Wow, I heard it.
Good for them, dude. I haven't
heard it.
Yeah, that song's really good.
Offspring, Nirvana, all those old school jams were the shit. Oh, Sublime though, how can we forget Sublime, bro? That's like Long Beach, Lakewood, like Sublime was. I had cassette tapes bumping Sublime all the time, and then
Cypress
of course,
Hill.
Oh, Cypress Hill too, of course. But I remember the cassette or the CD with the tattoo, Sublime on his back, or the Dalmatian, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, What I Got, dude. That's
What I Got, classic. Then he passed. That was the worst ever. You know what I mean? But
it's crazy to think the songs that we're talking about now are, I believe, considered classic rock.
Yeah,
weird. When those songs came out to before then, it was like the Beatles were like as far back as during that time as those songs are now. You know, it's just crazy to think about how time flies, man.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah,
that's freaking very.
There's some underground songs I listen to, and they're like made in '99. It's like, damn, it's almost 30 years old, dude.
Dude, we got into underground heavy too. Shout out to all the underground hip hop heads. Dilated Peoples, Far Side, Souls of Mischief. Those guys are just, dude. I love underground. I love mainstream too, but underground is what I got into hip hop basically from. And I mean, well, Cypher Hill, it was like mainstream, then it was underground, and then it went back to mainstream. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And I started making my own music, but yeah.
I still listen to the same like 10 songs we used to listen to.
You know, Son of Rana was dope too.
I still listen to Cali to Japan, Memphis Reigns, and
Memphis Reigns, Genelec.
Yeah.
Major. I gotta put you up on that. Too.
Here's the main question in hip hop right now: Drake or Kendrick?
Ooh.
You know, I think it's not really, in my opinion, apples to apples with those two. You know, one of them, I don't know, maybe Drake writes his stuff, maybe he doesn't. I got skin in the game. But I view Kendrick as like a real MC. You know, he says stuff where you got to analyze it, you got to research. Right. You really got to get deep and mind travel with it.
But Drake has that melody, man. Like, it's an unmatched melody. Like,
yeah. So, you know, Kendrick is like the Picasso. Drake is like an artist that's painting realistic stuff that looks cool. But I would say personally, I think Kendrick is the better MC. And that's the arena that I try to, you know, involve in. I like MCs opposed to rappers. But I don't know. I like Drake too, though.
Right. I'm fucks with Drake.
I'm old enough now where I just like music because how it makes me feel, and there's a lot of Drake songs that I dig a lot. You know,
right? So. My opinion, I like Drake, but I mean, 4 songs versus 2, and then Kendrick's just like stating all these facts and just going crazy with it.
Really deep facts.
And we're on the West Coast, so it's only right. We've met K-Dot many times, you know what I mean? And since he was passing out, you know, I think you.
I remember there's a picture you guys got at like T-Mobile, dude, at the Lakewood Mall or something like that. Way back in the day.
It was T-Mobile. I heard K-Dot was going to be at a T-Mobile, you know, just chopping it up with people. So I think I was in the studio in Compton at the time, and then I called him or something, and we just went. DJ Ski, Schoolboy Q, and Kendrick Lamar were there, you know, and we chopped it up with him. But we go way back because he used to pass out mixtapes, you know, at these video shoots and concerts, and it would be like K-Dot and J-Rock, you know, hosted by DJ Ski. And then he would always hop in photos with me and like J-Rock or Glasses Malone or ROK or all those guys. And then I didn't know who this guy was until he got signed to Dre. And I'm like, oh shit, oh my God, these guys are, TDE been hitting me up for Kapeash shirts, you know. I'm like, you know, not answering the phone call except for J-Rock. I bless J-Rock. And then shit, now look at Kendrick, one of the biggest rappers in the world.
Yeah,
so, you know, I learned from that, you know. I'm like, you never know who's next, you know.
like I wasn't too hip on his music. I like Money Trees. Like that's a song that I probably play like once a month, and I keep it in the rotation for the mood enhancement. But there's a story of Eminem working with him, and when he got to Eminem's studio, he told everybody to get out, and he locked the doors. And the whole thing was he wanted Kendrick to actually prove that he wrote his own rhymes. And he did it, you know? So to have someone like Eminem, who in my opinion technically is one of the best rappers ever.
Eminem's the GOAT.
You know,
he's the
like,
best rapper in the world.
Like
Facts.
Easily, you know? But to have a guy like that doubt the ability for you to write your own music, you got to be dope as hell, bro.
That's why. That's why.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so yeah, Kendrick gets all the respect. I'm kind of bummed. I haven't heard all of the beef tracks. I'm not super up to date, but J. Cole bounced out early, and I consider J. Cole one of the best ever.
I agree. J. Cole is epic.
Like,
he's super dope.
I first heard About to Blow Up in like 2008, 2009. And at that point, I did one of my buddies, actually the guy that produced I Am Music, he had a final level radio show under Ice-T's brand, I believe. And he asked me like who I think is the best rapper. And since then, I thought it was J. Cole.
Oh, yeah. I like the Lights Out song, too, because I met J. Cole way back when that Lights Out song, when he first got signed to Jay-Z. He waited, I think it was, I want to say it was 3 days, could be 2 days, but he waited in front of Jay-Z's studio for days. And I know the second he was about to leave to go get food, Jay-Z pulled up, and he had his mixtape in his hand, and then his shirt said, "I will not, I can't live until I produce for Jay-Z," because he was also a producer, so he had that on his shirt. And then he handed through all the bodyguards. You know, he was able to hand a CD to Jay-Z. And then that night or the next day, Jay-Z called J. Cole up for the office and, you know, come to the studio. And that was a rap ever since. So he's been with, you know.
Yeah,
Rocka.
he told J. Cole in one of his songs, a Drake song, he was like, we're the big three. And then in Kendrick's verse, he was like, no, it's not a big three. It's the big me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
Damn,
man.
okay.
K-Dot,
He was
K-Dot
killing
is-
it with that. bro.
Okay.
Shout out, you know, and then shout out to J. Cole for apologizing or whatever for the beef. But K-Dot is definitely killing it. Like he has 4 tracks that are #1 on YouTube.
He's
trending
way
right now.
more lyrical. Like, I love his lyrics, but man, something about Drake's rhyming. Like, the way he has a melody with
Yeah,
it.
no, Drake is he's
Drake, he's got some type of mystical melody, man, that's always so catchy.
Right.
Even though Kendrick just kills it with the bars, like his punchlines are so good.
even Rolling
Like
Stones
you can
said
just
they
hear
were-
a Drake song and just man,
I-
you just vibe it instantly.
It's like pretty reminiscent of like Cannabis versus LL Cool J, you know? Like there's
Right.
no way. Cannabis is another dude. A matter of fact, J. Cole, Cannabis is like one of his biggest inspirations as an early MC. And that's why he's so dope. When you listen to people
He's
like
sick.
Cannabis, you know, and you try to emulate that, like you can't try to emulate that and succeed without being incredibly lyrical.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? But people just give it to LL Cool J because the flow, the delivery. But when you listen to what Cannabis was saying, it's like light years ahead
Yeah.
of this dude. Ain't no competing, but
Facts.
He
you
can
know-
say so much in one line, you know.
yeah, that's why I say it's not really apples to apples. It's really a preference thing.
It
you know?
is.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I'm going with K-Dot. Kendrick, that's my final answer. No.
Yeah, I'd have to say Kendrick as well.
And I fucks with a lot of Kendrick's people too. You know what I mean? You know who you are. You know, I don't need a name drop, but I fucks with a lot of Kendrick's people. So, but he's just killing it. Like I said, he's back to back. It's almost like it was 2 weeks ago, then Drake dropped like a week ago, and then now Kendrick's dropped the last 3 days, like in a row almost. Like it's just been, yeah. So
one of them
he-
dropped an hour after Drake's.
Yeah. So
I'm
he's
like,
just,
dude, he wrote that like literally in an hour.
I mean, something like that though makes me think how premeditated is this battle, because to drop something that's or if he's just been pondering lines for a long time and he just put it together, but 1 hour is incredible. You
Yeah.
know, like if he just heard it and then off the cusp wrote something and put it out in 1 hour, that's like godly status right there.
now,
You know,
what if they're just texting each other? It's all fake beef for the media. Like,
They're all
just
pre-written.
like, you know,
It's a
start with
conspiracy.
Future, though. Future and Drake did an album together. Now Future's the first diss track that dropped when Kendrick, it was with Future. And then Travis Scott at, I think it was Coachella, was like, oh, play that song. And then Travis is fucking with Drake. So it's like he's, you know, trying to add fuel to the fire, you know, with the beef. Because Travis like, oh, play that diss track. And knowing that Kendrick's on there. And then it's weird because, you know, obviously Kendrick used to fuck with Drake. Future used to fuck with Drake and fucking Travis. And now everybody's going against Drake. Everybody, even Rick Ross.
well, I think you have to ask, is this helping everyone out? You know, like, is this making Drake bigger and making Kendrick bigger? Because if it is, then they are helping each other.
They
It's just to
are.
what extent
Or-
are they working together as opposed to like against each other? But I think it's hip hop. Like hip hop
Yeah.
is supposed to be competitive. Like even whenever I'm on a track, even if we make a track,
Yeah.
I can't go into it and not think I want to destroy this track.
Right.
It's like I'm very competitive.
Right.
You know, even I'm working on an album right now with my boy. Actually, the video that I had edited is called Roulette. But the reason it's called Roulette is because it's, you know, I'm red. You know what I mean? And he's a black dude. And so it's red and black. And it's like, who are you betting on in this track?
Oh, that's hard.
And the whole concept is we're just trying to outright each other. So I'll write a verse, I'll send it to him, he'll write his verse, and then we record it once we're done.
Sick.
But like I love the competitive nature of hip hop.
Of course.
And I don't it's not like I dislike this dude, but
Right.
it seems like to me Kendrick and Drake are getting pretty personal on it. You know what I mean?
they're like a
he's
family.
saying-
I'm not trying to like
Shit.
go against my man's life and shit when I'm
Right.
talking,
Yeah.
but
Right.
you know, I love the competitive aspect, so I'm stoked. I need to go back and I guess hear all these tracks. I haven't heard one full Drake and Kendrick diss yet, you know.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm assuming that Kendrick's doing better, I guess, you know.
Yeah, he even Rolling Stone magazine like 4 hours ago said Kendrick won the war. You know, I was like, oh,
I don't think it's over yet.
yeah, it's not over yet, but it's wild. It's going into some crazy deep shit. Like he had like it showed his mansion, Drake's mansion, with like it was like on the Predator list or something like
Oh,
on the
dude.
Predator app. and
Yeah,
it,
he's
showed
like
it.
he was mentioning with Weinstein and Epstein and all that.
Yeah, wild shit.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, dude, those are some crazy attacks. And those
How do you guys see it coming to an end? Like, what would play out that would end this battle?
It
Is
might
there a way
have-
to do it?
Well, one of their tracks got pulled. I think it was the Drake track.
Drake, 'cause
he
he
used AI to
Tupac.
emulate Tupac and Snoop on the track, on the
Tupac's
diss track,
family wanted to sue him.
and they pulled it. So you might be able to find it online still, but they pulled it.
The AI stuff is getting crazy, dude.
Oh yeah,
You guys mess with ChatGPT?
yeah.
He has a little bit.
I do a lot actually.
Yeah,
I
but
subscribe.
I write my own shit. You know what I mean? I can't.
Not
I don't
Oh,
mean
not for
lyrically.
lyric-
I just
oh,
mean
for
in
ideas?
general for
Oh.
like the fact of what it's able to really do.
Yeah, you can
know
have
what
it
I mean?
extrapolate data like super fast. Like I had him calculate like how long it takes to make like just a pepperoni pizza from like farm to plate, just for one pizza. 10 years.
Wow.
10 years of production for every ingredient to be made from farm to plate,
Really?
just for one pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So it's
know
like, dude,
that.
imagine the Supreme. Like it's probably like 30 years because all the
30 years.
items that had to take time to grow that long.
Hmm.
The bell peppers grow. How long does it take to grow?
Then how long does it take the guy to age to the point where he's making it for you?
Yeah, or
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no,
But
that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
these are just
Well,
weird
to make
little
a
things. you can
pie.
have it
I
do.
mean, when I worked at Domino's, they had like the fastest pizza maker, in Vegas, and like, dude, there was like 20 seconds, like 10
Mhm.
seconds, but
I
as
did.
in like from scratch or like from
Yeah.
a farm, it's different. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I have a buddy that's into speed pizza making, man. Like
Really?
he has a stone that he puts in his oven and he measures the heat on it. And then from what he told me, they have these competitions and the goal is to make a pizza under like 3 minutes to perfect crisp.
like
Oh,
Back to the
you know?
Future. It's like
Yeah, dude,
press
and-
boots. Like,
I went to his pad and he made me like a curry pizza, like,
Okay.
like 4 different kinds where there was 4 of us and he just gave us each a slice and had us like critique it. And
oh, that's cool.
so, yeah, dude, it's always dope to be around people that are a nerd about something,
Right.
you know?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, ChatGPT. I was watching a YouTube video about I don't know, man, like maybe like the P Diddy thing or like
Yeah.
the history of something. And
Yeah.
I felt like, damn, you could probably just go on GPT and
Yeah.
write this. So on ChatGPT, I just wrote, write me an essay about the history of Eminem's rap battle beefs, and it was like 4 pages.
Yeah.
And it did like back in the early 1990s, and you could just read that out and use AI to generate the imagery and put that on YouTube and get like millions of hits.
You can make an AI
Yeah.
version of yourself that will talk in your voice and say it on a podcast. It's not even really you.
Bro,
This is AI
upload
right
this
now,
in- yeah,
dude.
We're
really
actually
not here,
robots right
guys.
now.
This is an optical illusion. This is a hologram of me and
The key is, can my robot actually outdrink me or not? That's
bro.
the-
This
that's
is
the real-
wild. AI is like
Imagine-
it's a whole nother like, dude. We're in a weird time now. You know what I mean? The future. What's going to be the future now?
Absolute insanity, dude. That's what it stands for.
Robots.
Well,
and
it's
AI
the
gonna take
singularity.
over
You heard of
jobs?
that?
Like,
The
Yeah.
singularity with technology,
Hmm.
where it finally reaches the pinnacle where it surpasses and takes over humanity completely.
Yeah, I mean, the scary thought is like AI is the base principle is to progress, and it just pretty much wipes out anything in the way of its progression.
Mhm.
So if at any point human beings deem a threat to their progression, the logical thing for them to do is just to wipe us all out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, well, we can't get to the next step because humans keep messing it up, so let's just kill all the humans.
That's
But
the Terminator
yeah,
movie.
that's
yeah.
iRobot right
yeah,
there.
well, I need to watch it, dude. Damn.
Dude.
But I think what's dope about AI is it's gonna really draw out the true creatives because AI can't. Well, maybe it can. I don't know. But like, there's a nuance to being a human in the thought process and consciousness, and so I think we're gonna see some amazing art. And it's almost gonna be like this is non-AI. Like it's gonna be a category of art. This is
Right.
non-AI generated.
Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully it makes people rise
It'll
because
drive up the prices.
it's also gonna just take a lot of jobs away from people.
I agree. They have a fully automated robotic. I think it's a McDonald's.
Lawyers, they have lawyers and doctors now that are AI.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
consult
Back when I
doctors.
got my hernia surgery, they even had robots starting to test on humans for surgery. And they would have the doctor like behind it, and then the robot would actually cut you open the incision and like, stitch you up
Damn.
and then like sew you
Yeah.
back up, like the layers. And then, back
Man.
when I got my surgery, like 10, 15 years ago.
They're like live streaming it on Twitch. I mean, there are certain things though, like why can't we get AI at the DMV? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
Like there are. Someone told me that Chili's is going all AI and using robots.
That's wild.
I don't know. Like there are times where I feel like I wouldn't be mad at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe it is more like I'm not gonna have some guy that's super angry making my food, and like I
Yeah.
can't piss off a robot to spit in my
Right.
food. Not to say that happens,
Facts.
but at the end of the day, though, as a human, obviously these jobs exist so people can get by, people can pay their bills. Like,
right.
How much do we tip the AI waiter?
No, I mean that's
It's nothing, dude. What are they gonna do with money? It all just goes back to the the owner, or what are they gonna do? Ask me to do you guys like tip when you go to Starbucks and stuff like that? Are you like big tippers?
well,
I like to
restaurants,
tip usually.
not
Yeah?
not at Starbucks. I mean, unless no, actually, I've never. I get Starbucks
I
every
usually
day.
do.
No tips.
I do like $1. You know what I mean? I built in $1 to the
A
overall
dollar a
cost.
drink. That's the rule.
Yeah,
or tipped on my Starbucks.
or like the big
Oops.
thing. The big thing
My
is
bad.
everywhere I go, it's like, do you want to round up for like this charity? And it's
Taco
like,
Bell the other day.
dude. Taco Bell, dude.
Taco Bell. I did round up 68 cents yesterday.
It got so hard for me to get to the point where I say no and like not feel bad about it. But it's I don't want my charitable contributions to be done in change at a fast food restaurant. You know what I mean?
That is kinda
Like I want to be
fair.
more charitable than that.
Right.
And it's like I don't think I'm
Round
being
up.
judged.
Right.
But I
right,
mean,
right.
it's getting wild out there, bro. Because think if you donate like 90 cents a day, that's like $200 out of the year, man.
Yeah.
You might as well just put away like a couple bucks a day, and at the end of the year, donate it. But
Yeah.
it's wild out there with these tips and shit.
Dude, I quit donating to those when I bought a homeless guy a sandwich and he threw it at me. He said he wanted alcohol, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, no, never. again.
Yeah. Speaking of donating or giving like homeless people money, I haven't given a homeless person-
LetsMindTravel.com. No, I was kidding.
Donate
Buy
to-
some merch.
The Downpour podcast.
Buy for some homeless people. No,
Dude, in Venice, I remember like years ago went to Venice, and I don't know what we were out there doing. Bong shopping. No, I don't know what we were doing.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
doing something. We were out there I think we're actually eating pizza at a pizza joint on Venice.
Proper.
Yeah. And dude, there was a bum that asked me for like $2 or $2.50 so he could get a slice of pizza. I said, all right, cool. So I gave him, we already had our food. We're outside the pizza joint, and I give him the money. And I see him go into the pizza spot, and he's waiting in line, and he keeps looking at me, sketchy. He's like looking at me, looking at the line, looking at me. And I look down for 1 second. I look up. He like skips the line, goes out the back door, takes off in the alley. And I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like, just gave you money, and now you're gonna like spend it on something else. I thought you were really hungry.
I was asked what they want. Like the other day, I was at a Target and a guy was holding up a sign that said hungry. So I walked by and I was like, well, bro, what can I go in there and buy for you? They got the
Yeah.
deli area. I bought people bread, lettuce, like whatever you need. I'll buy you enough supplies to make a sandwich for a week, but just tell me what you want. And the guy's like, I just want a Visa card. I was like, well, I'm not going to get you that, player. You got a sign that says hungry. He's like, well, I told you what I want, asshole. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm the asshole? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Or one time out front of Panda Express, the guy had a sign that said hungry. He had his dog, which always makes you feel like, we got a dog, dude,
They put a little dog,
Like-
and a little poodle,
Yeah,
and a
dude.
chihuahua there, like, a little
Dude,
sad.
They're always like the best trained dogs, though.
Yeah,
like
they
if I push
are.
my dog on they'd be
Biggest
gone, bro.
scam.
Yeah.
Like
Biggest scam.
they must tranquilize these animals to like.
looking sad,
but-
and little puppy.
So
eyes.
I mean, you go into Panda Express, bro. There's a guy out front. What are you getting him? What's the key item that you're getting this guy?
Oh, like orange chicken.
Yeah, orange chicken, chow mein,
Chow mein.
mushroom chicken.
Yeah.
I got these for him with some cream wontons, and I take him outside. I'm like, hey man, I see that you're hungry. Here's some Panda Express. And he's like, thank you, man. He opens it up. He goes, damn, bro, I'm vegan. It's like, oh, come on.
You don't have
like,
that
you gotta
luxury,
put that
bro.
on your
We ha-
sign, bro. I would have just got you veggie
had-
rolls, dude. Come on, man.
Bro, dude, and it's like
Dude.
that happened the other day. Like we gave a homeless guy came into to the restaurant to Straw Hat, and
Shout out
like,
Straw Hat.
Yeah, shout out Straw Hat, by the way. And he's like, "Oh, I'm hungry. I'll take a salad." I was like, "All right, perfect." So salad, put some ranch in there. Boom. He's like, and he comes back and he's like, "I want blue cheese."
Bro.
I'm like, dog, like, okay, we'll give you blue cheese. Okay, can I get a soda too? Bro, like, okay, like the owner's about to come in, like he wouldn't mind, we used to do it all the time. I know Guillermo, the old manager, used to do it too as
Yeah.
well. But we don't like to keep it a habit because then they want to come back for free food all the time. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like beggars can't be choosers in a way, in a sense, but in a sense, like, dude, just be grateful for what you get, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Or be assertive in and job. Like, hey man, if you don't mind getting me a salad, I like it with some blue cheese, maybe a soda. I'm gonna have to wash this down. I need to hydrate my temple.
right.
But then when you're just vague, like I'm hungry, and I come out and you say
Yeah,
you're vegan,
dude.
it's like it's important, bro.
You got to add that to the sign.
Your dietary restrictions might be something you want to tell people if you're asking for food.
I'm lactose
the guy with the
intolerant.
sign, isn't that his name on IG? The guy with the sign, he's like, oh, like something. It's like, bro, just have something on your sign. Like, all right, I don't eat meat. I'll just have veggies, or I want blue cheese, not ranch. Like, just keep it simpler for the guys that's hooking you up.
I mean, because I could empathize, because if I was in that position and I was out front of a Jack in the Box, I like cheese and ketchup only, so I'd be the guy like, hey, burger, just cheese and ketchup only.
Yeah, I don't want,
because I'd feel so bad to like have him give me a burger, like, oh, bro, I don't like onions. Can you like go return this? You know what I mean? But I digress, man. Shout out, help people when you can is the goal.
Exactly.
We're trying to help people right now.
Facts.
Facts,
of course. Dude, we are actually, what are we? We're at 15 minutes over our second downpour.
We got to do 2 then.
We have we are 15 minutes over. So yes, we got the Don Julio. Shout Don Julio.
Yeah, dude. Does he have like living ancestors that are on Earth right now? Like the Julio Enterprise still goes on, or what?
I hope so, because they need to give us a sponsorship.
Yeah, if you guys are watching.
Damn.
If you guys are watching, we would love a sponsorship. And shout out to our other sponsorship that we had with the with our party, Fletch Azul. Shout out to that tequila brand as well. We would love a sponsorship here too as well.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Shout Mark Wahlberg, by the way.
There it is, dude.
Yep. So we're gonna take a little here. Let me hook him up a little bit more.
And by the ways, guys, congrats on this podcast.
Oh, appreciate you, brother. Hey, thanks for showing up, bro.
I remember we were working on a song. We were actually trying to figure out earlier when we did it, like 6 months ago, whatever. And maybe it was before that, but you had told me. We were standing out by the waterfall behind the crib, you know what I mean? And you're telling me you want to do the downpour.
Yes.
So to see you guys here now, professional studio, making moves.
Yeah.
It's one thing to hear someone share an idea. That's cool. But to watch it come to fruition is the real deal, you know? So
bro,
congrats to you guys. Cheers.
That, man. Yeah, where's the applaud, man? We needed that applaud over there.
Dude.
Stop the cap.
Hey, stop the cap. Dang. Whoa, dude. Take capping, bro. No cap, dude.
No cap. Stop the cap.
Press another one.
Where's the other one? Where's the applause? You got the applause, Solomon?
Yeah, I just gave it to you. There you go.
There it is. Yep. AI right there, dude.
Is that an AI applause?
You could have had AI do it for us, bro.
Yeah,
it's scary when you think about laugh tracks on TV. They say that like 90% of the people in those have deceased. So you're listening to a bunch of dead people laughing, bro.
Wild.
And if you seen them without the laugh track, it's like,
it's comedy, bro.
Oh man,
dude.
All right.
Cheers. Ding.
Cheers.
Cheers. You get coffee.
Take a little swiggle. Starbucks, dude.
One more Starbucks shot.
If Starbucks wants to sponsor me, dude, I'm happy to take it. You know what I mean?
What are you just pressing buttons over there? What are you doing?
I am.
Just pressing things again.
I thought we were about to start freestyling, bro.
Dude, that's what Rocky Rocks.
Rocky Rocks in the same thing. Yeah, we need some beats on here, freestyle tracks. It's all exclusive. You know what it is. It's in the building.
Yeah, dude.
All right. So what else? We got a bunch of stuff. So what's the most recent movie you've seen?
Den of Thieves. I watched that movie recently.
Who was that?
Is that an older movie? Or?
That's a pretty old movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from like 2018.
Yeah.
And it's Ice Cube's son is in it. Damn, I can't think of the other dudes in it. I think Gerard Butler might be in it.
Okay.
I think I've seen that.
It's about a group of like bank robbers, and Gerard Butler is like the FBI dude that's trying to hunt them down and stuff. But
dope.
Someone recommended it. Actually, we did a podcast where we did like a dating show, and one of the girls on there said that was her favorite movie.
Yeah.
So I watched that, and another one that I watch probably every other month is Sicario. I love that movie, man.
Yeah.
Sicario's
With
like
Benicio.
Yeah,
Del Toro, yeah.
the end scene. There's two of them, but the end scene where he wipes out that dude's family, who like killed his family, is one of the dopest scenes. And in my opinion, in movie
I saw that, but it's been a while, so I kind of forgot that movie.
Yeah, you could see it yesterday and watch it tomorrow, and it's dope. You know, so if you haven't seen it in a while, you got to watch it for sure.
Good shit.
But what about you guys? What's the recommendation? What's a good movie?
I just saw Triple Frontier with Ben Affleck on Netflix. It was pretty good.
Ben Affleck puts out heaters,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. No, it was a good one. It was, they're going after. It was like a girl that had her family killed by like some crazy like mafia or cartel, and then she goes to, I think it's like Cuba or something, and like gets them or something like that. But it's pretty wild.
My recent one was Godzilla and Kong, right? The new one, the part 2, Rise of the
Okay.
Empire. Oh, it was so sick. If you haven't seen it, or if you don't
I haven't seen it yet.
It was like 10 out of 10.
I haven't divulged myself into the Godzilla series in general. You know what I mean? I got some catching up to do
Oh
for
man,
that one. But
there's like a few. I think there's like 2 or 3 of those. The Godzilla versus Kong. They're really good.
in those movies recently, I didn't get like super into it by any means, but I did a little research so I could talk about the Hollow Earth theory on a podcast.
You gotta watch Kong then.
And I
it
guess
has
that
Hollow Earth.
that movie has a lot to do with the Hollow Earth. Like that's where they hold battles, or that's where they're like fighting for supremacy of the land in the Hollow Earth, right?
Yeah, it's Godzilla is like he's protector of the upper Earth, and Kong is protector of the Hollow Earth. So they're like protectors of their own realms.
Interesting.
Is it a conspiracy or is it real?
I mean, the what is it? The truth is stranger than fiction. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I just realized I got confused with 2 movies that I just seen. So Triple Frontier is actually a Ben Affleck movie with a bunch of guys that go into another country that attack this other mafia. So sorry, I messed up on that one.
Dude, sorry to Ben Affleck. Dude,
Sorry to
you know
Ben
what I
Affleck.
mean?
Well,
Like,
it's not that
I'm
yeah.
talking about.
The other one with the girl, I don't think I think I started that, and then I ended up like switching to the Frontier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The Accountant's another great movie with Ben Affleck. I
Oh,
watched
that was
recently.
great.
The Accountant is great. Yeah.
He did like all the math and figured, oh, someone stole a lot of money.
Yeah, dude. He's in great movies, man.
And then he turns into John Wick, basically, for
So-
like the whole movie.
Yeah. So is the Earth flat or is it round, John?
I'm not sure. It's a lot bigger than they say it is. That's for sure.
Conspiracy. So
But
Yeah.
if the Marianas Trench goes so far down that close to the Earth's core, why isn't the bottom of the ocean boiling if it's that far down?
now, can they make earthquakes or
Oh yeah, that's easy.
what's that called?
Oh, they can use harp and stuff like that
Harp.
to make earthquakes.
Yeah, dude. I haven't really dug into the flat Earth too much lately, but I want to say, dude, a video my brother and I did might be like the most viewed video on YouTube or something like that, flat Earth related.
Mhm.
And so we did this conspiracy, just like a funny story.
Mhm.
We did this conspiracy video or conspiracy theory video, and then a buddy and me made a whole documentary about the flat Earth community where
Yeah.
like one of the main dudes that kind of the way we framed it was he's like the recruiter, you know, that brings new people in. But when we went to this meetup with all the flat earthers, they were very serious, man. They were like pressing me.
I mean,
they're
if
like,
you
you're a
have
flat
a
earther,
map
right?
on it.
Like you're a flat earther, right? Because like, you know, me and my whole family changed our whole belief system based off of a video that you were in. And like, I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I feel like pressure to tell you
Yeah.
yes right now.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to get beat up. But like,
Well,
that's a serious community.
No,
dude.
I'm not going to say it's flat like a disc floating through space,
I think
but the mathematics that they've given us for a sphere that's 30,000 miles in circumference, the math just doesn't add up. If you do the actual science behind it, I mean, even with a compass, you hold a compass flat to tell where north is. So how, if I'm on the south side of the planet, how is a compass going to work if I'm holding it flat? If north is completely on the opposite side of the planet to me.
Yeah, dude, you're getting me back into it, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm thinking.
I'm
Earth is
also
flat, guys.
pilots. I'm a trained pilot. I used to fly back when I was a teenager. I was in the Young Eagles program, Chuck Yeager, all the top guys. I was flying Cessnas at 14. Pilots never account for curvature of the earth. So every 100 miles, I think it's about 1,600 feet that as you're traveling straight, that the ground actually goes farther away from you. So pilots that are traveling thousands of miles across the U.S. never account for that curvature of the earth falling away. It stays the same
Yeah.
What is
altitude.
going on?
There's no autopilot feature for that. I've talked to hundreds of pilots. There's no accountability for the curvature as you're traveling straight. So if it's round, I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but the math doesn't add up. It would fall away from you over 1,000 miles at about, you'd be 80,000, you'd be in the atmosphere.
Yeah, that was one of the things that when I just watched the video that someone put up and they were talking like if you've ever been in a plane, it feels like it's constantly doing this. But like, and then they showed a thing about like if it was the ball and you would do
You'd
that.
have
It's like,
to
okay,
tilt-
that got you think. That
You'd
makes
have
you
to tilt
think.
down and compensate for that curvature to
Yeah.
stay at that same altitude.
But who knows? I mean, I don't personally know, and I don't know what shape the Earth is. You know what I mean?
None of us do.
It's a square.
But we
Yeah.
do know they're hiding something in Antarctica, right?
Yeah, dude.
The Antarctica Treaty, they don't want anybody there.
Admiral Byrd, I think he gets brought up a lot in
Oh, yeah.
regards to like the secrecy behind Antarctica, but
Wasn't
there's a
he
bunch
like
of
a
crazy
Navy
stuff.
commander that took,
Some-
like a whole fleet and did all these
So we
newscasts?
need to be with the
Yeah.
elite and go to the underground bunkers.
Dude, that's where it's at. You know,
Talk to
you got
Zuckerberg. for that.
Zuckerberg building like a $250 million bunker.
But
You got the Denver International Airport is a huge underground bunker.
Why? You know what's going to happen?
I'm just gonna bury a huge septic tank in my backyard and call it a day, bro.
Yeah.
You know, as long as I could fit in it, I'm good.
Yeah.
So if there's a nuke war going on,
Well-
how long would you last underground?
Well, they're saying that they're building these underground bunkers, and by they, the conspiracy theorists that are looking for answers, the truthers,
Mhm.
because there's going to be a fake alien invasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Project Blue
Speaking
Beam.
of that,
Yeah.
so Miami, I think we talked about it in one episode, but not a lot about it. So Miami, they had the big scare at the mall, and then they're like taking all these TikTok videos down, like, and then there's shadows and there's like orbs coming in.
Well,
and,
they were like
teleporting.
shadow creatures because they were probably creating it with their blue beam technology.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's like a fake alien thing.
we will.
The best way to tap into someone's psyche is through fear. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
they just want to make people afraid. You gotta. Emotions are much stronger than intellect, so they're
Mhm.
trying to scare us all. You know?
Mhm.
But yeah,
Stay positive. Stay vigilant. And don't believe the lies. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
that's all you need to say, dude.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That was deep, bro. That was
Even
very honest
if it's a
trench.
flat Earth or not, just don't let them scare you into thinking it's round or thinking it's flat.
This is true.
Do the math yourself. Figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, dude. Buy a math book. You know?
Use your own discernment.
Yeah,
That took me
yeah.
back to 5th grade right there. Bye, man.
Dude,
Same
Mr. Condon,
ready.
dude.
Mr. Condon's
Yeah.
class. That's where we met. 5th grade, Mr. Condon's class.
Did you hear this? The Terrence Howard thing. You know Terrence Howard. He was in the
actor.
Marvel movies.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
played War
He was
Machine.
an actor,
in the
right? Yeah,
first Marvel
Light
movie.
skinned black dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's like a mathematician now. He's a big conspiracy theorist, and he's teaching all around the world all these conspiracies. He was saying that we've been deceived since day one, and one times one is actually equals 3 because,
Oh my God.
like, say if was humans and you're mating with a woman, 1 times 1, you're gonna multiply. To multiply means to add to. So if you mate with a woman, multiply 1 times 1, you have 3 because you had a child together.
Oh my
If you think of that as the same math as
No.
multiplication, then 1 times 1 would be 3, and it changes the entire multiplication table.
Oh, man.
So it's like how long, he's saying
long-
he was doing like a huge
Falsely,
lecture at Harvard
Wow.
about this,
This
or
is-
Berkeley. And yeah, he was saying some really trippy stuff about math. Like it was crazy.
I've seen like shorts on Instagram of him talking about sacred geometry and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like in 1 minute, I don't know what the hell the guy's talking about. Like I would have to watch, I'm sure, the hour-long lecture. But I mean, hey, to be is to deceive. So I mean, the first thing that people figured out is we need to learn how to engineer the human mind to believe what we want it to believe, to manipulate how we want to manipulate.
Right.
So to think that there's not a group of people that are powerful that want to control how we think and what we're
That's all there
doing,
is right
bro.
now.
you know, people
Women-
can't get in a group of 50 people without trying to control each other.
We
Imagine
had-
the whole world.
We've
So, yeah.
already had conversations with multiple like big time rappers, and also one of my neighbors too told me this almost identical same story where he was about to get on. He was touring with like Rage Against the Machine, and like back in the 90s, and then this group of people came up to him and was like, "Hey, we want to sign you, this and that to this label, but you're gonna have to, do things for us."
Yeah.
And he's like,
You know what that is.
And then same with Nocturnal. And I swear, and these guys have
The
never
P.
met.
Diddy stuff to get on.
Yeah. They're like,
You gotta
telling
do
me,
the
like,
R.
if you wanna
Kelly
get
stuff
on, you
to-
have to, unless you're independent or like Logic or these other rappers. But if you want to get on, like get in the mainstream and tour the country and all this stuff, they're like, oh, you have to do this and that and that. I'm like, this
The
is so
casting
weird.
couch is real.
I don't even really understand why it's all for blackmail. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
they wanna
on-
blackmail you.
Once
That's
you
what
do
Well, and
it.
power, they're just
But what if you
power
just say
freaks.
like, I don't care if people see the videotape of me doing that.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey
Like,
man, I want my contract from P. Diddy. Tell him to sign me up, bro. I'll do whatever he wants for that 50.
dang, no
Yeah.
Diddy, dude. No, where's Diddy at, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know it can go that way too. Like, I don't give a fuck, but I mean,
Yeah.
I just find it weird how is that a conspiracy in itself? Like, are people making up the same story? Like, how is this? This is two completely different people that have never even seen each other in their lives, and they're telling me the same exact story.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of weird.
I've only heard something like that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Razkaz, But
I am.
Razkaz, at one point, we had a mutual friend. Shout out Paz one of the dopest rappers in LA. But
Shout pause.
he linked me and Razkaz up because Raz needed like help getting to a studio and stuff. He was kind of going through a transitional period in life. And we would drive on the 101 to get into Norwalk. Actually, Cycle Realm, if you're familiar with Cycle Realm, they got a studio out in Norwalk, and that's where he was recording at the time. And every time we would drive by the Capitol studio, he would have to like turn around. And he said he would get physically sick just seeing that building because of things that they put him through. And like I always wondered, like I never asked and divulged in it, but it's like I wonder what the hell these people do to you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't ask, bro.
Like he said he would get, it took him years to be able to even be in LA without getting physically ill from it. So it's real stuff, man. And
so I guess it is some, there is some, I like I said, I don't need to get on that bad. You know what I mean? But or I just get on independently. Like we're still doing music, we're still doing singles. Even me and you got some songs, popping. Shopaholic, that was a dope song.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? So but yeah, we just want to keep doing music.
Yeah. Only time I think about my balance is in a tightrope challenge. That's a hard line, bro. I was stoked on that line.
We got that was dope. Sick hook. We got to shoot a music video for that soon.
I think the independent route is the way.
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, this day and age, it couldn't be easier to put content out.
Right.
But like that being said, there's never been more lazy content out there. So the cream rises to the top pretty quickly as people look and go down rabbit holes of like songs or artists and whatever.
Right.
So if you're putting quality stuff out there, it's very seekable. So yeah, independent's the way to go. Why do you want to be mainstream? So you could have one hit and be gone.
Yeah.
And then no one takes you serious, and then you got to work your way up and do cruise ships, just to make money. Like independent's the way to go.
I agree.
It's like Randy Savage, the cream of the crop,
Yeah,
brother.
Macho man.
Yeah, dude, the nacho man.
No, that's true. No, that's true.
Also, it's like adversity makes men and prosperity makes monsters. That's why those high up people that have been rich for so long are so weird, man. Prosperity makes
staying
monsters.
relevant too, because like you said, some people have one song and they're gone, they disappear. Or they'll have a few hot records and then they're, why are they gone? Like, how do people stay relevant?
Because they got tired of the casting couch. That's why they're gone.
Yeah, I guess
bro.
if you're trying to appease the masses, the attention span is so fickle. Like whatever's cool today is not cool tomorrow. So if you appeal to everybody at the same time, like your wave is only so short, and the ocean don't schedule waves. So it's like you're just the flash of a pan gone. As an independent artist, you actually build a loyal fan base. As a mainstream artist, you just are popular.
Yeah.
But being popular, who's the most popular dude from high school? Like he ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like so being popular is one thing, but being seekable and being relatable and having loyalty is different. So independent, man.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Stay with the truth, you'll become legendary.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Let's see what we went through the Kendrick Lamar stuff. What else do we got to talk about? We got a few more things here. Let's see here. How do you like working with, you're on the Shane Dawson podcast.
Yeah.
It's the second season. Shout out to Shane again. So, and then I see, wifey's on every other episode, or she's on every episode. Like she's a co-host now. It's huge.
It's about we had her on. I think we did like 40 or 50 of them, just the four of us. And then Shane asked if Sandy, my wife, wanted to be on, and people just really enjoyed it. She's a dope individual.
Sick.
And I mean, she just said a lot of fun stuff. And also because it's four guys and the demographic is predominantly female,
you gotta get a female.
Having that female voice on there. We have another female that's on it from time to time as well, but having that on there is not crucial necessarily, but it's such a bonus.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't eat salsa with chips, but like, what does salsa do for some chips? You know what I'm saying?
Salsa,
Cinco de Mayo,
tequila and lime,
Don Julio,
milk and cereal,
sponsorship open.
Sponsorships.
Yes. But no, that's been fun, man, and being able to work with my brother.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it was dope too. I mean, I was on the show, and that was dope. Blessings, it was so weird. I think I even told Shane, or I might have told you right before you guys called me to come on the show. It was weird because I was selling some shoes at the mall, And the guy's like, dude, you have a voice for a podcast. You should be on a podcast. And I was like, oh, well, me and my best friend are talking about making our own podcast called the Downpour. And
I was like, it's got to have a drinking name.
And
The
45 minutes
Downpour.
later, I think you called me and I was like, oh, Shane was like, hey, well, I'm wondering about, and I was like,
yeah.
this is so weird, So, and it happened, bro. It just happened.
Yeah,
So
dude.
it was a good look. It was a super good look.
Yeah,
and
but
then
fun.
shout out to Mac B too for showing us this location, because we're gonna originally do it in our backyard with the waterfall, the downpour. I did do one podcast back there with my buddies, 2-for-1 show. Shout out to Marco.
King Marco, bro.
King Marco, shout out to
cool.
Marco, up and coming. He's up and coming too. You gotta meet that fool. He's a good.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
And we did it back there with he has like mics that are noise cancellations because the waterfall is kind of loud. That's what we were worried about.
I
So-
like the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I just don't want a bird to fly by or ducks to come by. And I'm getting pooped
Get
on
attacked
there.
by a goose, bro.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah,
this
goose,
tall, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, goose are vicious, dude. I
Yeah.
remember we used to go to Eldorado Park when I was younger, and it's like, you see a goose, you go the other way, bro.
Yeah, he was.
You don't tempt a
battling when
goose.
To get to his laundry the other day. bro.
I don't know if you saw on my IG, but I was just doing laundry and he like came right up to me.
It's like
The
this
big
tall,
old goose. And I'm like, okay. And I fed him some, a little bit of bread because you're not supposed to feed him bread. It's only supposed to be bird seed because they could like kind of choke and all that. But he kept eating all the bread. And I was
He's like,
"All
these
right,
are
you
my
gotta go
clothes now, boy.
You had to do something to befriend the goose, man. You don't want a goose on the loose,
All right.
Can't be loosey goosey with it.
Nah, dude, a goose on the loose is like a noose,
Yeah,
You
dude.
know?
It was a
You got to call a truce.
right.
Or you're gonna
right.
be Dr. Seuss.
Let's get in the
Oh,
get in the booth.
okay. The beat.
It could be about you.
Dang.
You believe what they say?
That's our next
Is
track.
it true?
Is it
Loosey
true?
goosey,
Dang. Is it true?
Oh.
Let him cut.
Okay.
Let 'em
Yeah,
cook,
but yeah.
bro.
Once I learn those, we'll get to that later.
Just press them random.
Secret
Oh.
ingredient, dude.
Yeah, exactly, dude. He has more too. I can go to this side.
That's Cap, bro.
okay.
Okay, that sounds like the D's nuts guy, dude.
Oh yeah,
Got the
I'm
D's
running
nuts,
ahead.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. But hey, on a side note, man, just to
Yes.
interject something,
Yes.
one thing I've gotten into recently, and I think you'll appreciate it, dude, because it has collecting involved and like a
Yes.
market value involved, but Hot Wheels. Sounds nerdy, dude. As an almost 40-year-old guy, you're talking about Hot Wheels.
Right.
But I did bring you guys a couple gifts. Dude.
Nice.
I wanted to bestow them upon you as a
Epic.
token of appreciation for having me on
Oh,
today.
appreciate that.
So yeah, dude, I don't know if it's specific exactly what you got, dude, but a little red hatchback for you,
That's
dog.
sick.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
it's like my car.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
And then yeah, dude.
I like that,
And
bro.
then
Look
for
good looking.
fucking Senior Cocculus.
Yeah.
I know you just
Yeah.
got a new whip, bro. Congratulations on that.
you,
But
man.
here,
Yes.
bro.
Oh,
You're-
Wait,
here's
is
a-
that?
dude.
oh man.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. And then
That is sick.
Yes.
but dude,
That, dude. He got our cars
That
in
is
Hot
sick.
Wheels.
yeah, dude.
Good
So
looking out,
just a
Jared.
token of appreciation.
I
man.
appreciate
you,
that. Yeah, dude. Good looking, bro.
Of course, dude.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
dude.
Hell
Of course,
yeah.
man.
And yeah, he knows. Hey, I collect stuff. I collect.
Yeah.
I got Hot Wheels. I got the DeLorean collectibles. I collect shoes.
I'm starting my collection now.
Yeah, dude. Like,
That I was hoping to
I
inspire.
think I have
man.
some from when I was a kid, out of the box. But
oh yeah,
of course.
we
but
talked about that. Oh man,
Yeah, dude,
It goes back to my Ninja Turtle.
We used to do
story.
the slot cars, like, back
Bro,
in the day.
I think about all the toys I had when I was younger that now are worth like, even if it's $100, or
Right.
something like that. But so now I get these, and they're called chases, where it's like the more limited edition Hot Wheels or the treasure hunts, and even my shirt always on the hunt. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I actually wore this, because for that, but. It's cool, man, because you could buy a car for like $1 and they're worth $100, $200.
Right. There's
So
the
it's pretty-
cars.
It's dope.
From Disney Cars. There's some chasers of the bus, right? The Vita bus is a.
There's a Buzz and there's Steve Lightning McQueen, dude. They got a chase for that, but
Ooh. And it's only one per Walmart or Target or wherever they got them.
yeah, they have certain cars that they'll put out like 5,000-10,000 of them, and they'll have a raw version, which is no paint, no nothing, and they only make 10 of those total in the world.
Dude.
And you find one of those at Target, you're talking $1,000. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
it's just
Wow.
fun, man. Like I like to be on.
That's dope.
I like to go in to be able to look through at a Target, find something cool, and it's like gambling in a way. You
Yeah.
know,
That's why I
where
do the
time is the only
Pokemon.
currency, and
Right.
you can't lose
caught
out
a
on
chaser
$1.
or anything exclusive?
Yeah, I got some cool stuff, man. I got some cool stuff. Yeah, I've only been really collecting since like November, but I probably got 300 of them, dude. You know what I
it's
mean?
addicting.
It's ridiculous.
I got the DeLorean. I got a
Yeah.
couple Hot Wheels.
I've spent way too much on Pokemon cards.
Oh, he's a
bro.
Pokemon guy.
Oh, dude.
I sleeve them like the second they come out. Like
Tell him about the Disney card.
oh, the
Lorcana.
first I went to
Bro.
GameStop and
Dude.
they were like, I was like, do you guys have any
Best luck.
Lorcanas? They go in the back. They're like shuffling around. Comes out with 1 pack of first edition Lorcanas. Like I don't even know how they had
Rare
that. It's
for-
like they've been sold out for what 2 years?
About
a year and a half?
A year? No, about a year. About a year.
Okay, year, but
Yeah.
they've been sold out. I look for them everywhere. They had 1 pack of the first edition ones. They only
Wow.
have like second and third edition right now. So I'm like, I'll take it. I want it now. So I just buy that pack,
Dude.
go home, open it. I pull the Elsa, bro.
Elsa. It's like a
Holographic
if it's
Elsa.
Give me a monetary value of
$2,000,
this.
$3,000
It was it's about a ungraded. It's probably like $400.
Wow.
Yeah, if I get it
Great.
graded, it's gonna be worth
couple
a lot
grand.
more.
Yeah, dude.
Best luck. And he did that with Pokemon. He's
I
pulling all these-
I pull
One guy
so
tried to
many.
get a sports card zone, tried to get a card for like 8 months. He bought a pack every paycheck, every 2 weeks. And he tried to get this certain
I
card.
pulled it at
John
the
walks
shop.
in 5 minutes and gets the card he wanted.
It-
Hey,
That's
you're like
one of
the
the-
cooler, dude. You wait until the
Bro.
person spends a grand at the
Best
slot
luck.
and then puts
Yes.
a quarter in.
Bro.
He was like, "Bro, I'll buy it off you ungraded for 200 right now." I'm like, "No,
Yeah,
sorry,
dude.
it's the Pikachu. It's the secret rare Pikachu, bro.
Yeah, dude.
My mom,
Vivid voltage.
my mom hit me up like probably a year and a half ago.
Shout out Teresa.
Shout out my
Mom.
mom. You know, she
Yeah.
birthed me and whatnot.
Yeah, shout out.
Hey,
Mom.
Mother's
You know,
Day
with the help of
coming
my
up.
dad, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mother's Day.
Pops,
Shout out all the mothers, you know.
Mothers and pops.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
Mother Goose.
Mother
but
Goose.
but my mom hit me up and she shot me a text and said, "Hey, I was cleaning out the garage and I found a binder. I think it was my older brother Jacob. Shout out to you, Jacob.
Shout out
But-
Jacob.
And it has all these Pokemon cards in it.
No.
So I was like, send me as many photos as you can, because this was at the time when it was booming, dude. Like Logan Paul was wearing one on his neck and
Oh
shit.
my God.
Yeah.
And I'm ignorant to the like. I don't know anything about what you just said besides
Yeah.
you found one worth a lot of money. I don't know
Yeah.
the terms necessarily, but I think it's dope. I
You
think
still
it's,
have 'em,
I
or
can
did you
listen to
sell
someone
'em?
talk about all the time, but no. So I have them still. But to kind of go back a little bit to circle on it is. She sent me all these pictures and I was looking them up. Their first edition, 1999. Some of them are holographic. And online, it looked as though there was about $100,000 worth of cards in here, you know? So right away, I call my brother. I'm like, yo, bro, like, I think you're about to like be able to take the year off of work. Dude. You know what I
You hit
mean?
the
Like,
jackpot.
go look at your dream car right now. You'll have money left
Little
over.
lot. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, dude. I'll fly out to Jersey right now, private, just to
If
make
they were
sure the
taken
cards are
care
good.
of.
Yeah, I'm still in the binder, right?
Wow.
And they're in my mom's garage, so it's not like anyone's been
This is
tooling
dope.
with them. So I take them down to a spot in Sherman Oaks, and I had them like in a priority envelope, you know. And I was nervous, dude. I was like, I don't even know how to approach this conversation. So I was just nonchalant, like, hey, dude, you know, like I found these in the garage. I don't know if you guys want to check them out. So I was in the front, and there was a younger dude helping me.
Yeah.
He said, oh, let me get the big dog, you know? So the big dog comes out to the front. He looks like he sees sun once a month, bro. You know what I mean?
geez.
Like the real fucking deal. And he has a spotlight, and he's looking down at the cards. And I know which ones online are worth a lot of money, but I'm acting totally dumb. Like,
Right.
you just tell me, bro. Offer me something here, and I'll take it more than likely.
Right.
So he's flipping through. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude. Okay." You know, he's like pointing at him and stuff. And he pointed at one that online said was $8,000. So I was like, "Oh yeah, that's the one right there." He's liking this one, you know. And then I go, "Well, bro, just tell me out of curiosity, like, how much is this worth?" He's like, "They're pretty valuable, you know. Like this one right here, for instance." And I thought, "Oh, it's gonna be in the thousands." He's like, "Dude, as is right now, this is probably worth $100." And I was like, "No way, bro." He's like, "But graded, now graded,
Oh, right.
maybe $300." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, dog." I'm gonna
Could have
leave,
been.
dude.
He could have been lowballing you.
Bro, I thought I had hundreds of thousands. I did the same thing to my dad, man. He was about to throw away some VHS tapes, and I told him, "No, man, these are worth like 50 grand." I got them all hyped up, and then
Right.
it's just eBay bullshit, you know.
Right,
People
right,
saying they want money for it, but so you could get caught up in some of that stuff. But
I seen that
you
VHS
know?
Pinocchio, $3,000. Like,
It's like, dude, I got the Little Mermaid with the penis on it, bro. Like,
$25,000.
yeah, it's like $8 on Amazon.
right,
dude.
right. Oh,
but-
speaking of VHS, conspiracy VHS, Shazam.
Yeah.
Did that movie ever come out, or was it Kazam?
No,
Sinbad.
it was Kazam.
It was Kazam.
And then there was so much talk about people thinking that I think Shaq or something was in it, that they did a 9-minute short called Shazam with Shaq in it. And it wasn't a full release, but footage
What about the
exists.
guy in
Mandela effect.
What
dude.
about the
We're
guy
getting-
opening the safe and he had it in there? Was that fake?
Oh, it's probably fake.
I mean, we live in it. You just talked about is Donkey Kong real, bro? With Godzilla, or is that a movie? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That had to be fake.
Okay,
but-
now that you say that, it makes all sense now.
yeah.
That makes sense now. Yeah, because I was confused for the
Yeah,
longest time.
That was one that got me too, because I could have sworn I seen the kid from Free Willy and Shaq in a movie, and it
Yeah.
was Kazam or Shazam. But
Right.
yeah,
The other
dude.
Mandela effects were.
The Fruit of the Loom one's kind of weird though.
I feel like
cornucopia?
some companies now are like purposely involving themselves with Mandela effects just to get publicity.
Yeah.
Because why else would you ever talk about Fruit of the Loom on this podcast? You know,
Facts.
but we just did sponsorship
Right,
available.
sponsorship.
You know,
We
Fruit of the
did cereal.
Loom. You know what I mean? But I think that one they just changed the logo at some time. You know, and they
then
don't
said
admit
they
it.
didn't.
If they said, "Oh yeah, we did that," people would stop talking about it. But since
Right.
they don't admit it, everyone talks about it.
I'm never buying Fruit of the Loom again. No.
Nah.
I like
bro.
that. I like Lucky Charms. Fruit Looms is good. My favorite cereals. I like Cocoa Pebbles. It's good. Fruity Pebbles is bomb.
Yeah, dude, that's the conspiracy, bro.
But-
the real conspiracy is why are all the breakfast cereals for kids so damn bad for you? You know, like there's like 20 grams of sugar in this stuff, and they
And
get the kids
iron.
all hopped up on sugar.
Right.
You got the sugar industry that lobbied with scientists to say the sugar isn't bad for you. Like, there's a lot of things
Well, it's
about
'cause
sugar
then,
that you should.
then it gives
you know?
your kid ADHD. He can't sit still in class. Then they can prescribe him the drugs that calms him down.
Yeah,
in
then he
class.
needs meth.
Yeah, then
you
he
know?
needs Adderall to speed him back up. It's just
Yeah, I've
the
never done
whole,
Adderall because I know I'd like it too much. So I can't imagine if
yeah.
they gave it to me as a kid, bro.
Yeah, I
never
know.
stop taking it.
Yeah, I'd be
That
like, 1 plus
is-
1 is 3. You know,
Yeah.
Fucking, you know,
Earth is
like-
flat. No.
3 plus 3 is 10. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, it can go.
Yeah, dude.
That
Turn out like
if
Terrence
1 plus
Howard.
1 is 3, so 3 plus 3 would that be 12?
Oh, it's 3 times 3. I don't know what it'd be.
I mean,
It'd
3
be,
times 3 would be
would be.
if 1 plus
God.
or 1 times.
We need
One.
Chat GPT.
Yes.
Hustle and Flow is a great movie. Dude. So,
Yeah.
you know, whatever Terrence wants to do with
Yeah,
his
whatever
life.
Terrence says.
Shout out to Terrence, bro.
War Machine, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True, man. Well, shit, that wraps it up. We
Yeah.
are already 7 minutes over
Yeah, I think
wrapping
we're
it up.
good.
But dude, that went quick. I feel like, dude, that wasn't even. We still have lots to talk about.
We
but,
do.
but we're good. You know, shit, that was a good look, bro. Jared's in the building.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jerid. We need applause on that. How do we get that applause?
Crickets.
Ah,
Press the
Solomon.
button, Chris.
I don't
Press
know.
a random one.
Oh, here we go.
That one.
Oh, you can't tell me that was good. No.
Okay.
Shout out to Jared. We'll do that again.
Where can we find you online, Jim?
Yeah. Let us know all your.
The best way to find me is just on Instagram, really.
Yes.
Let's
LetsMindTravel.
Mind Travel on Instagram. And then the most active place I am on YouTube is through Sandy, my wife's channel. So Sandy with 2 E's, YAW is the last name.
Dope.
And we put out stuff like weekly, so you can check us out
Sweet.
there, you know?
Yeah, I seen the vlogs with Disneyland. We had Knott's. I know you're at Knott's again.
Yeah.
Good shit.
The
bro.
new one, we're going to be going to garage sales. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Bangers, bro.
Find hidden gems.
You
too.
might find some Pokemon cards there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lowball the
vintage
shit out of
Hot Wheels,
people
bro.
for it,
Yeah.
bro.
Box of vintage Hot Wheels, $10, bro.
That'd be
Yeah.
exclusive.
I'll give you 5, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good shit, bro. Good shit.
Oh,
I'm
appreciate you
stoked,
having me
man.
on.
Of course, bro.
Thank you,
Anytime,
man.
brother. Anytime. We'll have you on again for sure. Well, that wraps it up for the Downpour. You already know what it is. It's your boy Kapeash,
It was JohnK.
and we out here, man. Downpour. We'll see you soon.
Peace,
Peace.
guys.